Welcome to From the Den podcast, providing Bears and NFL fans alike with compelling news, discussion, and debate. I'm your co-host Benjamin, joined alongside my dear friend and co-host Oren.
Hey Benjamin, let's get right into it. As always, kickoff starts now.
So the final question. We talked about reviewing the Bears wide receivers last year.
Yeah.
What are your feelings going into 2020? Are you confident? Are you feeling sad? Do you feel good about the players they drafted? Just general feelings. What do you think will happen with the Bears 2020 wide receivers?
The word I'm not going to use is confidence because I mean, think about it this way. Your wide receiver 3 is a 35-year-old person who is 35-year-old who is known for speed. Your wide receiver 2 is a hothead who had 5 good games last year. And your wide receiver 1 is someone who's proven to be good, but you can't have only one wide receiver. Your wide receiver 4 is someone who the Javon Wims, who played pretty well for some games, but other games he kept dropping it. Riley Ridley has 68 career yards. Cordell Patterson is barely used at all. So the word I'm going to use is not confidence. But I think the word I'm going to use is potential. And I get you can't feel potential. It's not a feeling that you have. But when I see the Bears, I see potential. I see the Bears. Obviously, Ted Ginn is not a player I see potential in because Ted Ginn's 36 years old. I use the word potential more as something of players who can develop into a better receiver. Anthony Miller, I see huge potential. Allen Robinson, I see even more potential than what he has now. I see him becoming an elite receiver. He's 26. People forget that. He's still really young. Anthony Miller's only a year or two older than him. It's crazy to think.
You mean younger?
Younger, yeah, that's what I meant. And what's it called? Ted Ginn could be used well in this offense. So I think that even though there are reasons for me to be cautious, I still feel like this Bears wide receivers, if used correctly, can be very dangerous and explosive. And that's what I like to call potential. Because I don't know if it's going to happen. Like, I don't know if Anthony Miller's going to be great. I don't know if someone's going to be great. But I think that they, if put in the right position, have the potential to be explosive. And them being explosive is what gives me confidence. So I think they have the potential to give me confidence.
Got it. I'm going to stick with your one-word thing. I agree. Anthony Miller has potential. Aside from that, there aren't many wide receivers. There aren't any, I'd say, wide receivers that I'd point to as having major potential to have an actual role on this Bears offense. Javon Wims, Riley Ridley, the guy that they drafted this year that I'm blanking on his name, Darnell Mooney. There you go. Great guys. Good wide receivers a few years down the road. But I don't legitimately expect them to have a real role in the offense this year. So I don't see any potential in them this year. As for Anthony Miller, yes, he does have a lot of potential. The main word I'd use to describe is unimportant.
Unimportant. Interesting.
I think if the Bears are to succeed, no one's going to be talking. It's not going to be because of the wide receiver group. If the wide receiver group does their job, they do well, they still won't be the focal point of this offense. They still won't be the focal point of the Bears. If the Bears are to succeed, it will be because of Trubisky. It could be because of Montgomery. I see a lot of potential in Montgomery. But the Bears have never been a passing team, especially now, even with Nick Foles. They're not going to be like a primarily passing team. So even if the Bears wide receivers do their job then they have good production, they will not be the focal point of this offense. And that's why I say unimportant.
Got it. So even if you think that they play really well or play terrible, they won't be the focal point of this offense because you think that my only question is that it sounds like your confidence that the Bears will start running the ball more because if the Bears are passing it, then the wide receivers are going to become a focal point of this offense. Because when you're passing the ball, wide receivers become focal points.
No, I'm not saying Trubisky or Foles will be putting up amazing numbers. I'm just saying they also do their job. The quarterback loves to get the talk of the media, so they might be the focal point in the media's standpoint, but they wouldn't be what's leading this offense. They would just be doing their job like Trubisky in 2018. he made the Pro Bowl. He put up good numbers, but he wasn't
elite.
Yeah, he wasn't elite. So for that reason, if the Bears' offense is to succeed, still the quarterback, and because of that, the wide receivers won't be the focal point.
If you enjoyed this episode of From the Den, please remember to subscribe, comment, and like this video.
Or, if you're a Packers fan, remember to dislike and leave a nasty comment. Click the links on the screen to access additional content.